David Keith McCallum was born on September 19th, 1933, in Glasgow, Scotland, into a household where creativity was not a luxury, but a way of life. His father, David McCallum Sr., was a distinguished violinist and conductor with the London Philharmonic Orchestra, while his mother, Dorothy Dorman, was a professional cellist. Music filled their home, shaping young David's ear, discipline, and emotional sensitivity from an early age. He initially followed this path, studying classical music and later enrolling at the Royal Academy of Music, where he trained in oboe and composition. Yet even as music sharpened his sense of timing and expression, McCallum felt drawn towards storytelling in a different form. That pull eventually led him to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, where he shifted his focus to acting. The transition was seamless. His musical upbringing gave him an instinctive understanding of rhythm, restraint, and nuance, qualities that would later define his screen presence and quietly distinguish him from his contemporaries. Breaking through British cinema, McCallum's professional acting career began in post-war British cinema during the 1950s, a period marked by gritty realism and tightly drawn character work. He appeared in a series of supporting roles that, while modest in screen time, revealed an intensity that audiences and directors noticed. Films such as Ilmet, By Moonlight, and Helldrivers, both released in 1957, showcased his ability to convey complexity with minimal dialogue. He often played men caught between duty and doubt, characters shaped as much by what they withheld as by what they revealed. These performances arrived at a time when British actors were increasingly being noticed by Hollywood casting agents seeking authenticity and gravitas. McCallum fit that demand perfectly. He was not flamboyant, but he was compelling, and his quiet confidence made him stand out in ensemble casts. By the end of the decade, his reputation as a serious, reliable performer had crossed the Atlantic, opening the door to larger international projects that would soon redefine his career. The Great Escape and global recognition. In 1963, McCallum achieved worldwide recognition with his role in The Great Escape, a film that would become one of the most enduring war epics in cinema history. Cast alongside stars such as Steve McQueen, James Garner, and Richard Attenborough, McCallum portrayed Lieutenant Eric Ashley Pitt, the meticulous and intelligent dispersal officer responsible for spreading critical information among prisoners. Though not the film's loudest presence, his performance stood out for its intelligence and restraint. He embodied competence under pressure, conveying authority without bravado. The role demonstrated his gift for making supporting characters memorable and essential. More importantly, The Great Escape introduced McCallum to a global audience and firmly established him as an actor capable of holding his own among Hollywood's biggest names. The experience also placed him within a close-knit ensemble, where friendships formed quickly under intense working conditions, connections that would later have unexpected and deeply personal consequences in his private life. Television stardom and Ilya Kuryakin. While film brought McCallum recognition, it was television that turned him into a cultural phenomenon. In 1964, he was cast as Ilya Kuryakin in The Man from UNCLE, a stylish spy series that debuted at the height of Cold War tensions. The show's central premise, pairing an American agent with a Russian counterpart, was bold for its time, and McCallum's portrayal of Kuryakin became instantly iconic. With his soft-spoken delivery, sharp intelligence, and striking appearance, he created a character defined by control rather than excess. Audiences were captivated, particularly by the contrast between McCallum's reserved intensity and Robert Vaughn's more outwardly charismatic Napoleon solo. The chemistry between them drove the series' success and sparked an international fan following. McCallum received thousands of letters each week and became an unlikely teen idol. For many viewers, Ilya Kuryakin was more than a role. It was a symbol of quiet strength and depth in an era fascinated by glamour and intrigue. Music, creativity, and unexpected influence. Even at the height of his acting fame, McCallum never abandoned his first artistic love, music. During the 1960s, he released several instrumental albums through Capitol Records, blending orchestral arrangements with contemporary rhythms. Albums such as Music, A Part of Me in Music, A Bit More of Me reflected his belief that creativity should not be confined to a single medium. Though these recordings were modest commercial successes at the time, they took on a remarkable afterlife decades later. Long before digital sampling became common practice, producers rediscovered McCallum's work, most notably when a track from his recordings was sampled in Dr. Dre's The Next Episode. This unexpected revival introduced his music to a new generation and cemented his legacy as an artist whose influence transcended eras. It was a fitting reminder that McCallum's talents were never limited to acting alone. He was at heart a lifelong student of sound, structure, and expression. Marriage, change, and personal upheaval. McCallum's personal life during the 1950s and 1960s unfolded alongside his rising fame. In 1957, he married actress Jill Ireland, whom he met while working on Hell Drivers. They were young, ambitious, and deeply immersed in the same creative world. Together, they built a family, welcoming 3 sons while navigating the demands of film schedules and frequent travel. By all outward appearances, they embodied the promise of a successful Hollywood partnership. Yet the pressures of separate careers and constant movement placed strain on their marriage over time. By the mid-1960s, they had begun living apart, and their divorce was finalized in 1967. McCallum later spoke of that period with reflection rather than blame, acknowledging how difficult it was to balance professional momentum with personal stability. Despite the pain of separation, he remained deeply committed to his children, prioritizing their well-being and emotional security above personal grievances during a time of profound change. Friendship, trust, and reflection. During the filming of The Great Escape, McCallum formed friendships with several cast members, including Charles Bronson. Like many bonds forged on demanding productions, the connection was rooted in shared experience and mutual respect. In later years, McCallum reflected candidly on how intertwined personal and professional lives could become in Hollywood's close quarters. As circumstances evolved, relationships shifted in ways he had not anticipated, leading to emotional upheaval that he described as deeply painful. Rather than framing those events with bitterness, McCallum chose a language of introspection and acceptance. He acknowledged the hurt while refusing to let it define him. In interviews, he emphasized that holding on to resentment would only prolong suffering. His focus remained on maintaining stability for his children and continuing forward with dignity. That perspective revealed a man who understood that trust, once shaken, leaves scars, but that grace, patience, and restraint can prevent those scars from hardening into lifelong wounds. A second marriage and lasting stability. Later in 1967, McCallum found enduring partnership with Catherine Carpenter, whom he married in New York. Carpenter, a former fashion model turned interior designer, brought balance and calm into his life at a moment when he needed grounding. Their relationship, which began after meeting at a magazine photo shoot, was built on mutual respect and shared values rather than industry spectacle. Together, they raised 2 children and created a home life that remained largely private, even as McCallum's career continued to flourish. Their marriage lasted an extraordinary 58 years, becoming one of the most enduring unions in the entertainment world. Carpenter's steady presence allowed McCallum to navigate fame without losing perspective, and the couple was known for their involvement in charitable and community causes. Colleagues often remarked on the quiet strength of their partnership, seeing it as a testament to the possibility of long-term stability in an often volatile industry. NCIS Legacy, and Final Farewell. In 2003, McCallum reached a new generation of viewers when he joined the cast of NCIS as Dr. Donald Ducky Mallard. Over 2 decades, he transformed the role into one of the show's emotional anchors, blending warmth, intellect, and gentle humor. His performance resonated deeply, earning him affection from audiences who had never seen his earlier work. When McCallum passed away on September 25th, 2023, at the age of 90, tributes poured in from across the world. In a poignant coincidence, his death occurred on the same day CBS aired a special NCIS anniversary marathon. It felt symbolic, a final curtain call for an actor whose life had been defined by longevity, reinvention, and grace. David McCallum left behind more than roles. He left a legacy of quiet excellence, resilience in the face of loss, and an enduring belief that art, in all its forms, connects generations.